Okay, the second most important part of Jediism is getting in touch with Mother Nature. Um, the reason why this is important is because this is where the majority of energy on this earth is derived from. Okay, whether it be the oceans, the trees, the ground itself, the tectonic plate shifting, Mother Nature is where the energy is. Okay. Now, there's something to be said to be in harmony with everything. So when I say everything, I'm talking about Mother Nature, the machines, and everything else. It's a slippery slope with the machines because you have to really know the machine well in order to understand how to be in harmony with it. Okay. So we keep things basic at first, which is get to know this stuff, walk up to it, love it, harmonize it, feel it. As you can see, the more I interact with it, the more it's willing to interact with me, all right? I make it a regular practice of coming up and actually talking to trees. I make a regular practice of coming up, touching them and loving on them. Now, oftentimes this gets me weird looks by the rest of society, but then again, if I was concerned about what society was all about, I wouldn't be making these videos. And if I was really concerned about what they thought, you know, whatever. But most importantly, as you're getting in contact and you're getting in harmony with these things, you have all sorts of techniques which can help you, okay? And when I say harmony, I want to again stress the fact that this is under unconditional love, okay? So, anytime that you are dealing with anything, you should be able to apply the same love that you have for your mother, your father, your sister, brother, or a dog or a cat to any single person or anything on the planet. Okay? That's the most important thing. The one thing that Jesus taught, which was amazing, which is love everyone the same. Okay? Help your fellow man get up to the next rung. By doing so, you help the universe evolve and get stronger in a more positive fashion. Okay? The more people who are helping one another, the more it raises the vibration. The more people who are downing one another, trying to step on each other to get to the top, the more you're going to lower that vibration. Okay? Things are going to be changing soon to where that behavior is no longer going to be tolerated. So, another important tenet of all this is truthfulness, okay? And extracting the ego. You have to get the ego out in order to download really good new stuff. So it's very important that you're able to recognize how the ego triggers you, okay? It's important to recognize that other voice that's inside your head that wants you to do negative things, okay? Anytime you're feeling anxiety, anytime you're feeling hate, anytime you're feeling superiority, any sort of negativity whatsoever, okay? Anytime these things are popping up, these are things that are trying to trigger you into certain types of behavior. It's your actions and your behavior that create the most damage, but I can tell you this too. You know, if I can sit here and I can move wind, and if I can play with matter, as has been seen many, many times, if I can do all those things, then that means that my thoughts are creating an energy pattern which is powerful enough to actually have an effect upon the matter that I'm working with. Which means, if I'm thinking negative thoughts about other people, then my negative thoughts are actually hurting them and surrounding them, okay? So you cannot think negative thoughts. Same thing can be done to you. And believe me, we age each other quickly by doing those sort of things, okay? We hurt each other badly. So it's very important that you learn to respect and harmonize with everything, okay? You give your love out freely people who need it. You give your help out freely to people who need it because it's the right thing to do, okay? Now, as I've said before, you know, if a heroin addict comes up to you and asks you to, you know, for $50 to get another hit or $100 to get another hit, then no, okay? If they need something to eat, then yes, okay? So all of this help that you give, you know, should come with common sense as well, okay? So here's one of my techniques in working with energy and whatnot, okay? One of my techniques is to be able to just walk right up to the plant itself, okay? Look at it and notice it for its beauty, okay? And as I sit here and I look and I notice its beauty, as you can see, it starts to kind of enact. It starts to move around, okay? By observing it, you're activating it, okay? By sitting there and actually staring at it and noticing it for what it is, you're activating it, your energy becomes a part of it, and it becomes a part of you. It starts to feed a cycle back and forth, okay? So, as you give love and respect to another being, okay, that being will show you back love and respect. As you start to do it, the whole system itself starts to register the type of person you are. If I'm kind to this tree right here, and I'm loving to this tree, trust me, these things are antennae that reach to the sky. They send out signals, okay? Their roots, which go into the ground, also send out signals. Those signals are felt by everything that's all around, and everything can read those signals, which are attached to their, what would you call it, instincts, okay? Because most animals and everything else are hardwired into the system. Human beings are the only ones that are separated from that because they're operating on a 10% conscious capacity, okay? So a lot of our instincts are removed because of the way we enact in society and what we can perceive and what we hear, okay? Speaking of which, perceptions, awareness. It is important to be aware of everything. Don't lock your head inside of a phone, okay? Don't completely lock your head inside of a computer. You should go out, walk around. Notice all the smells. Notice all the sounds, okay? Notice all the sights and the images. Look at everything really carefully, you know? Don't just stay completely unaware. It's very important to be aware of your surroundings because the more input that you can process, the more of an effect you can have on your surroundings, okay? So anyway, that's it for now. Unconditional love to all. I definitely am very grateful for those who have been checking this out because I know that means that the awareness level is raising on this planet. And I thank you so much for doing it. Unconditional love to you all.